Camp Rockbrook is a place where girls can come and be themselves. Girls that don't necessarily fit in at school, they have a home at Rockbrook. Girls that fit in fantastically at school, they have a home at Rockbrook. Girls that are goofy, silly, dirty, wild, they have a home at Rockbrook. Girls that are a little bit more reserved, they have a home at Rockbrook.
Rockbrook gave me self-confidence I never would have had. I was always quiet and I was kind of a nerd, and Rockbrook really helped me relate to people and how to talk to people.
Rockbrook is amazing. I mean, just being here, I feel like I've changed so much as a person and grown.
I think Rockbrook has a very genuine sense of community. You're a Rockbrook girl even if you've only been here for a day or if you stay here all summer.
I can't imagine not spending my summer here. It's just been a part of my summer for almost as long as I can remember, and I have a group of people here that I love and that are supportive of me, and I love the kids. I love working with the kids.
Life as a Rockbrook counselor, well, I would have to say it's the best life you could choose for your summer. The job absolutely changes you. However, it's not easy.
An ideal Rockbrook counselor needs a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. And when they're having an off day, they need to be able to fake it.
They're like that Energizer bunny where they keep going and going.
Energy and enthusiasm have every effect on the kids because that makes them enjoy what they're doing. If the counselor's not into it, then the kids won't be into it. But if the counselor is having an awesome time and if the counselor is having fun, then the kids will have fun.
It is a 24/7 job. You're here every single day and you never stop doing your job. Even when I'm asleep, I could get woken up by a camper.
An ideal Rockbrook counselor is certainly a young woman who can go with the flow and someone who loves the heck out of kids. They just love the campers to pieces. And if you have that element about your personality, then all of the other skills will fall into place after that.
And they're good role models. They know that there are always eyes watching, no matter what time it is. There's always someone who is watching, someone who's listening, and you're going to leave an impression on them.
You have to wake up with a smile on your face, which is something you probably don't have to do at your university. You have to keep your energy level high and your patience level higher.
If you are not willing to give every single ounce of energy that you have to girls that you've never even met before, you're not going to be a good counselor. We have to give our full attention to these girls all day, every day. You're always thinking about where are they at? Are they in the right place? Are they going to their activities? Are they wearing sunscreen? Are they too tired? Are they getting enough sleep at night?
Their emotional well-being. Do they feel successful in their activities? Are they making friends? If these are the things that you care about when you're working with children, then you're going to do great.
It's just all about the campers all the time. That's being a counselor, you really have to put yourself aside to think about the girls.
I love getting to know the kids and getting to know them as unique individuals because they have really amazing, unique personalities.
I always go around and try to hug all of them goodnight before they go to sleep, just so they know, each one of them is important.
You definitely get tired.
Tired is not quite the word to describe it. Absolutely exhausting probably is a little bit better, but in the best possible way. up at 8 a.m. with the rising bell, and then you get your girls out of bed, whatever that means. You might have to sing them a song, you might have to tempt them with the warm, delicious eggs and bacon waiting for them. Whatever you do to get your girls out of bed, they gotta be ready to go. And then throughout the day, you will teach an activity, and that could be anything from basket weaving to kayaking, horseback riding. And then throughout the day, you help the campers navigate through some free time. You help them either cultivate their imagination and start a game, or we do have some campers that bring their reading from school, so it may be as easy as sitting on the porch and reading with them. In the evening time, you are helping the girls put on skits. Maybe you're braiding their hair, helping them pick out a costume. And at night, you know, we round the day out with milk and cookies, and we tuck them in and start all over again the next day.
It's a beautiful day.
I knew coming into it that it would be a really hard job, and I was right. But I also knew it would be one of the most rewarding jobs, and I was right about that.
It's an incredibly rewarding job to be a camp counselor, but there are a lot of challenges along the way. It's messy, nothing is ever like in a perfect little box. It's all, you don't know what you're going to see every day.
It's not for girls who like to shower daily and smell like roses and have their pedicures and manicures. The closest thing to a pedicure you'll get is a bottle of nail polish and a 6-year-old.
The closest thing you're going to get to a perm is your campers doing your hair during the shaving cycle. A lot of the campers seem to think that going into the light counts as taking a shower, so there are a lot of funky smells at camp.
The cabins are a little bit damp. We're in the mountains, it rains a lot, so your clothes will never be dry, they will never smell good, and you will never smell good. No one minds. We are completely ourselves. We don't worry about what we look like, if we smell. There are no boys around. The girls don't worry about it either. It's just a perfect atmosphere to completely become a mountain woman.
One of my campers from last session said, "I love Rockbrook because it's okay to wear your shirt inside out." And I think that really describes the feeling is everything's okay here. We really promote individuality and just being yourself, no matter how crazy or goofy that is.
Part of the job is to be as silly as you can be.
You just have to love being outside, love being with kids, and whatever comes with that.
I work on the junior line, so there have been a lot of bedwetting issues. And one time I went to the junior lodge and I was getting the bedwetting kit, like the clean sheets and stuff that the line has put in. Little did I know, another cabin had had a bedwetting incident that night. So when I went to grab what I thought were clean sheets, I pulled them out.
One of my friends had a camper vomit all over her dinner plate the first night of camp last year, and I'm a sympathetic vomiter, so when I hear it, I feel a little queasy, and I was worried that my camper's the same, and I was just like, do not get any ideas.
I was summoned down the line to deal with this enormous pregnant wolf spider above the door of one of the cabins. So catching a pregnant wolf spider is another beast entirely. You have to make sure you don't pop the egg sac. Don't want those little guys running around everywhere. I've learned that you kind of have to put on a tough face for the little girls. Like during orientation, like I really did not like the bugs and stuff. But when the campers got here, I had to just kind of suck it up and just kind of had to deal with it myself.
Someone who's glass half empty might have a hard time like dealing with all the challenges of the job. And in that vein, someone with a good sense of humor about themselves and about messy situations. You have to be sensitive and deal with issues appropriately, but also at the end of the day be able to sort of laugh about the messy stuff.
It's definitely something you have to work at, but I think that part of it is your campers give energy back to you.
It's about your camper, you know, her day, her feelings, her friends, her activities. And that's a pretty big transition. We ask you to give up most everything you know to come and celebrate the culture of Rockbrook with us, but the swap is worth it 100 times over. We pick the absolute cream of the crop. Many of our counselors are in school to be teachers, school counselors, and some are quite honest. They say, I just want to be a mom when I graduate. And we say, well, come on.
Camp is a place where you can really examine yourself in another setting than the one that you're usually in. So being away from your usual friends and your usual home and being away from technology, it kind of helps you to discover who you really are.
It kind of reminds you, what you're doing, like, with your life, really. Just being positive, looking out for others, being thoughtful, being present. That's some really good lessons I've learned from Rockbrook.
It definitely makes me appreciate getting a good night's sleep. I've grown so much as a person. Everyone I've talked to as a counselor grows up so much. You will laugh, you will get to love these campers, you will love this camp and everyone you work with. I mean, it won't be like anything you've ever done before.
It's one of the most rewarding experiences you'll ever have.
It's hard to describe exactly how rewarding it is, but just getting to know these campers and learning about them and watching them have a happy, healthy camp experience is probably the best reward.
It's not just being a camp counselor, it's helping girls develop skills, self-esteem, confidence, and helping them be happy and free, especially in kind of the world we live in today where there's a lot of pressure on all of us to feel like we have to be a certain way. You can help girls come to a place where they can be who they want to be.
I think it starts on day one with a big smile, because that's what I remember as a camper, my counselor smiling at me.
The rewards are that you make a difference. It's an extremely powerful position, almost scary in a way, because everything you do, your campers are soaking up like a sponge. They want to wear their hair in a ponytail if you're wearing your hair in a ponytail. They want to wear pink tennis shoes if you're wearing pink tennis shoes. They want to study mathematics if you're studying mathematics.
I think if anyone wants to make their summer better and feel fulfilled and just become a better person, they should come here.
I think oftentimes in career paths and jobs people take, they don't necessarily see the rewards, all of the work that they're putting in, but at camp, when that camper who was struggling to fit in suddenly has a best girlfriend and they're swapping friendship bracelets, that's a reward. That camper who was terrified to flip over in a kayak, that suddenly does the most perfect roll, that is a reward. When your girls shine and shine bright, there's just a feeling that nothing else can touch.
It's the best thing you can do for your summer. Not only do you get to make a difference in the lives of campers, but they will make a huge difference in your life and they will change you completely.